Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be showing you everything that's in my makeup bag and doing my makeup with the products I'm showing you. I thought this would be a really great idea to sort of show you what's in my makeup bag, but also show you the look that I've been doing recently. So if you want to see what's in my makeup bag and see this look, then keep on watching. Let's jump right into this. So this is my makeup bag, and this is from Lou. Just looks like that, and as you can tell, it's literally overflowing, so there are definitely some things that probably need to come out of here, but I'm gonna go through it nonetheless. So I've put my hair back just so it's out of the way and it's not getting in my face. But we're gonna start with the primer. So I'm gonna go through all the primers and prep products I have in my makeup bag, and then we will continue from there. So of course first I have my sponge. So for primers I have a few in here and a few prep products as well. We're going to start with primers, and I have two, but one is on its last legs and this is the newer one. So this is my all-time favourite, which is the Clear Face Primer Glow and Sculpt by Refy. This is an incredible primer. If you guys haven't tried it, I'd highly recommend. This is definitely a newer one, and then this is obviously a very well loved and used one. There is so much going on outside. There's helicopters, there's work, I have no idea what's going on. So it seems like everyone has quieted down a bit. So as I was saying, these are some of my favourite primers. They're just my all-time go-to. I have loved these for a while now. However, my roommate, when I went to go visit her, got me this one from Tarte. It's the Double Duty Beauty Hydrating Primer. It says it's the Base Tape Hydrating Primer as well. I'm not 100% what the full name is, but it just looks like this. She bought me this for my birthday / graduation present. She gave it to me when I went and visited her this summer, and this is also so good, and it just reminds me of summer. It smells like coconutty and is very soothing on the skin, and I actually really love this one too. So I switch between the primers depending on what I'm feeling, but today I think I'm going to go in with my Tarte. Sometimes I do also go in with both. It just depends sort of how I'm feeling, but I'm going to use the Tarte one today and just blend that in. It's really nourishing and hydrating, and it just leaves your skin feeling like such a silky smooth canvas, which is just what you need for your base. And I absolutely love this. It just leaves my skin so nice and nourished. It smells like coconuts in summer, which definitely helps. Now I'm back in London, and although it's very warm today, it has not been warm every single day, and it's just not the same. I don't know if anyone else feels the same as that. It's not just like because it's a city. I think just when you're home and it's summer and it's sunny, it just doesn't feel the same as being away. Those are the primers that I have in my makeup bag. The next two sort of base products are both from L'Oreal, and they are the Glotion. So I have this one in 902, which is obviously a bit of a paler one, and then I have this one in 903, which is the medium glow. This is actually their light glow, and this is obviously a little bit of a deeper shade. So I use both. You can use either or you can use none, but I really love these. I think they're really good to give you that glow underneath your makeup. I use this one predominantly when I'm more pale, or I use this one when I want a little bit more of a tan, or if my foundation is a little bit light for me, I want it to have a little bit more warmth, I'd add this one in. But they are very similar in sort of the glow factor. It's just one is obviously a bit more pink and the other is a bit more of a bronze. So let me show you on the back of my hand. I will swatch them for you. They are quite pink though, is one thing I would say. It might just be the shades that I got, but they are more of a pinky tone rather than like a yellowy one. You might be able to kind of see it there, but this is the first one, so it just blends into my skin color and gives me a really lovely glow. And then this is the more bronzy one, and as you can see, it just adds a little bit of warmth to my skin. I haven't picked these up in a while, to be honest, because it is summer and my skin can tend to be a little bit oily. When I was in Charleston, these were way too glowy to be over there with the humidity and the heat, so I haven't picked these up in a while, but I do add them in every so often. I might pop a little bit more of the less bronzy one on because my foundation is quite a good match for me at the moment, so I might just apply this to the high points of my face. But sometimes I just don't use them at the minute. However, they are staples for me in the other months of the year to give me that nice glow. It's just at the moment with my skin being a little bit oily, as you can see, I've got a natural shine. Adding too much glow just tends to make you look a little bit greasy, and we don't want that. So I'm just going to add the tiniest bit of that in the high points, and then that will be all for the glotion. Next, I go into brows. So I've got a few products here. For eyebrow pencil, I have the Precisely My Brow from Benefit in 3.5. This is the only brow pencil I own and I love it. And for gel, I've got two that I absolutely love, and honestly, I've been mixing between the two this summer. And I was really using this one first, and then I was really loving and using this one. But recently I've been mixing between the two. So this is the NYX, the brow glue in clear, and then this is the e.l.f. brow lift. It just is like a little pot. Again, it's clear and it's just a brow gel in a pot, whereas this one's in a tube. But I think both of these are incredible brow gels and I really love both of them. The star of the show, however, is this brush. This is the e.l.f. brow lift applicator brush. And I absolutely love this. I just think it's incredible. But I'm gonna go in with my Precisely My Brow and I think the e.l.f. today. So I am just gonna brush through them. Don't mind my little mirror. I'm just gonna fill in any sparse areas and just add a little bit more shape to the brow by the tail. And then I'm gonna do the same on the other brow. When I filled them in, I just like to brush through them because obviously they look really crazy right now. And that just adds a little bit of depth and definition to them. So I just take the little pot and I use this end to collect the brow gel, and then I brush up my brows. So they're all sort of sticking up. And then I sort of like to go around and cut them a little bit, just so they're not as intense. I like to go in with this side and just press them down with the flat side of the brush. And then I go around with this side and just tidy them up. And of course I do the same on the other brow. I'm running out of this e.l.f. I'm gonna need to buy a new one soon, which is crazy. I really didn't think I would get as much out of it as I thought, because the amount I kind of take out on a daily basis to sort of keep my eyebrows in place, I feel like it's kind of a lot, but it's actually lasted a lot longer than I thought it would, so I'm quite impressed with that, to be honest. So this is what they look like at the minute. I know they look pretty crazy, but trust me, they will fall by the end of me doing my makeup. So this is sort of what they look like at the moment, and then they will fall and look a little bit different. Now let's move on to my base. For base products, I actually have 4 in my bag at the minute. This is from Milani, and this is a creamed powder foundation. It just sort of looks like this. I actually bought this by accident in Charleston because I thought I was picking up a bronzer and I picked up the wrong thing. But I got this in 230 light beige, and this is a really great shade for me in the summer. As you can see, I've got a pretty good use out of it this far, and I do really like this for days I'm just not feeling too much makeup. Next, I have this, which I was using for a very long time, but I haven't been using it all too much this summer, and I will tell you why in a minute. And this is the Sculpted by Amy Second Skin Foundation, which is a medium coverage, dewy finish, and I got mine in Fair Gold 275. So this is a little bit pale for me at the minute, and also just a little bit too thick for what I wanted. And I also picked up the new e.l.f. foundations and instantly fell in love with them. So these are the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Finish Foundations, and I absolutely love these. I've got 1 in 20 and 1 in 22. This is more my shade at the minute. This is more my shade before I left, but sometimes I mix them depending on what I'm feeling. But yes, I'm gonna go in with this today because this is the one that I've just been gravitating towards. So I'm gonna put a little bit of 22 on my hand. And then if I want to, I might add a little bit of 20 a little bit later. So let's go in with my foundation. My brushes predominantly are from the Morphe Times Ariel collection or the Morphe Times Jaclyn Hill. So this is the Ariel foundation brush that I'm going in with. I'm just gonna start to blend that into my skin. I absolutely love this brush. And I realized that all my favorite brushes predominantly are from Morphe. I have a few that are from different companies, but honestly, the Morphe brushes are just some of my favorites. So I'm just applying that very lightly to my skin. So now I'm just blending that all in with my sponge, and then I'm going to go in with my concealer. I only use a very light coverage of this foundation. I don't go in with too much because it is still summer. The concealers, I have two. These are my all-time favorite concealers. This is the House Labs 04 Fair Neutral Concealer. I can't remember the name of it, like the full name of it, but this is one of my all-time favorites. I absolutely love this. And then I also have the NYX Professional Bear With Me Concealer Serum in the shade, I want to say light. But these are my two favorites. I'm going to go in with my NYX one because this one is running out, but I switch between the two all the time. One thing I would say is a fair amount comes out of the pump, but I don't mind because that's kind of the amount I use. But you do have to kind of control it a little bit with the pump if you want less coverage. But I just use a brush to sort of pack that under my eyes, around my nose, a little bit on my chin, a little bit here, and then along my jaw as well, and then on any spots that need to be covered. I like to take it over my eyes. That is another product I like to use as a base, but today I'm just going to use a little bit of leftover concealer. The other product I like to use as the base is the P. Louise Cosmetic Base in shade 2, and this is really great for keeping your eyeshadow on, and it's really great for those days you're doing a little bit more of a glam look. But for day to day, sometimes I just use a little bit of concealer, so I am blending that in, but not completely because I am going to be going in with contour next. The contour, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Contour Wand. This is just an all-time favorite of mine. And I'm just contouring the face, and then I'm going to blend that in with my L'Oreal contour brush. I like to blend upwards because it gives me more of a lifted effect rather than blending down. Next, we're going on to one of my favorite products, which is blush. When I say blush, I mean cream blush, and I have actually narrowed it down to 3. So I have the Pixie On The Glow blush, and this is in the shade Fleur, and this is a beautiful pink color. I absolutely love this for summer, and I have been reaching for this a fair amount. I also have this one, which is Hope, from Rare Beauty, and Joy, but Joy I've actually left at my sister's. That is always in my makeup bag too. Joy is definitely more of a summer shade. This to me is more autumn winter shade, so I haven't been reaching for that too much. But when I was in Charleston, I picked up one of the Patrick Ta blush in She's Blush, and this has been in use non-stop, so that is the one that I will be going in with today. And sometimes I use his technique to go in with the powder first, and sometimes I go in with just the cream. It really depends how I'm feeling. So today I think I'm just gonna go in with the cream and apply that to my cheeks. I think this just gives you a little bit more of a natural finish, whereas the other one just gives you a bit more pigmentation and color to the cheeks. But I do love doing it both ways. And as you can probably tell, I do love a bit of blush. I always pop a tiny bit on my forehead and my chin because I just find that that works the best. And to blend that in, I use my sponge. So I'm just gonna go in and blend, and then this also blends in the rest of that concealer too. And it gives you that flushed, I've almost just been burnt look, which I absolutely love. I love the formula of these. They are so good. I'm obsessed with them. Also, as a side note, have any of you listened to the Noah Khan song that he played at Fenway? I'm actually like obsessed. Like, I literally sent it to my friend and was like, please don't talk to me for the next 24 hours. I am listening and letting this song be injected into my veins because it was so good, and I was like, oh my god, that's incredible. I love it. I actually saw Noah Khan live as well, which is super cool. So he was I think he's one of my favorite artists I've seen live. He's just incredible. I love his music. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you guys have listened to that song or any of Noah Khan's songs. So usually this is the point in my makeup which I do a cream or liquid highlighter. However, because it's summer, I have not been doing that, but I will show you the ones I have in my bag. So I have two, and I might go in with this one today. If I did go in with one at all in the summer, it would be this, but this is one of my all-time favorites. This is the Rare Beauty Mesmerized Highlighter. It's so good, and I absolutely love this. And then I also have this one from Nude Sticks. This is the Nudist Nudies All Over Highlighter in Bubbly Bee. And it just looks like this. And I might pop a tiny bit of this on my nose, just add a little bit of colour. These are my two highlighters. So next we moved on to the powder part of my makeup. This will be bronzer, and I have two because they're two different shades. This one is way too dark for me, like completely picked up the wrong one, but I'm going to give this to my roommate because she is a lot more tan. And then this one is in shade 3, which is Deserves Butter. And I absolutely love this. These are the buttermilk bronzers, and I would 10 out of 10 recommend these. They just look like this. They are so buttery and smooth, and I love the finish that they give. I bought one in Charleston in shade 2, and it did work, but I accidentally dropped it on the floor. It didn't live very long. She died a death, and that was very sad. So I picked up these ones in Boots. They literally just came out. At first I thought you couldn't get them, and I was literally about to cry. I was like, you have to bring some back from your cellar, like I can't do without this bronzer. But luckily they have just come out, so I picked up shade 3 because they didn't have any of 2, and I just bronze my face. And then I blend out with a slightly bigger brush, and it looks a little bit crazy, but don't worry, because they are so pigmented, they do just need to be blended out a little bit. And I would recommend, if you're not used to working with products that are so pigmented, is to tap off the brush and just pat it where you want it to. But I like to just go in with a bigger brush and sort of diffuse it out. And then also you can go in with your sponge, and it just melts in because of the formula. Next is powder blush, and I have a lot of those to show you. So of course I have the one that's in the Patrick Tar, which I will be using in a moment. But I also have these 3 here. So this is from Wet n Wild. This is Mellow Wine in there, just normal blushes. I don't know if there's a specific name, but this is beautiful, and it pairs really nicely with Hope. And so does this. This is from the Sephora collection. It's the colourful blushes. I absolutely love them. This is in the shade 23 Passion, and it's a beautiful shade. I absolutely love this. It's a little bit shimmery, whereas this is just matte, but both of these pair beautifully with Hope. And then to pair with Joy, I have this Sephora one in the shade 27 Charmed. It's a beautiful shade again. It looks like this. This, I believe, is one of their shimmer blushes also, but I absolutely love the Sephora blushes. I just think they're so good, and I highly recommend them. They're pretty well priced, and they're perfect. This Wet n Wild one is also really great. These are all staples in my collection, but I'm gonna go in with my Patrick Tar one today to just finish off the look. And I'm going in with my Ariel brush and just picking up some of that product and diffusing that onto my cheeks. And of course, don't forget the nose, a little bit on the chin and forehead. So I want to show you the highlighters that I have. These are both powder highlighters. This is Wet n Wild's Precious Petal. I'm sure everyone and their mother knows this by now. And then this, of course, is another extremely well known. This is MAC's Soft and Gentle. Again, I think everyone knows this one too. These are my staple highlighters. I've been using them for years. They are so good, and you can't beat them. They're honestly just my favorite highlighters, but I don't use them in the summer. I don't really use highlighter in the summer. I let my oily skin do the talking. But yes, these are the two that I have. For eyes, I have two products in my kit. I have the Morphe 2 Malibu Ready in 5 eyeshadow palette, which just looks like this, and then I also have this Natural Collections single shadow in the shade Milk Chocolate. So these are the shadows that I have. Sometimes I'll do an eye look with this and use some of these shades, or sometimes I just go in with this. Today I'm not feeling too much eyeshadow, so I am just going to go in with the Milk Chocolate, but it really just depends on the day. Just add a little bit to the lids. I'm gonna blend that through the crease, add a little bit of colour and definition to the eyes. Next is powder, and we really want to set the makeup in place, and to do that I have 2 products that I've been loving and 2 products that I want to show you. So we all know that Huda Beauty is one of my all-time favourite powders, but she is running a little bit low, so I picked up an oldie but a goodie. This is the trusty Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I've been using this recently and I've fallen in love with it again. It's not quite the Huda one, but it's still a really good powder, and I do really like the finish that it gives you, so I have been picking this one up. To do that, I again do this actually 2 ways. I have this little Real Techniques, and then I also have the L'Oreal powder brush. So usually I go in with this and then go in with the brush, but today I'm just going to go in with this, and then if I want to add a little bit more product later I will go in with the brush, but I'm just gonna blend this in and sort of blur and smooth everything out. A tip for the summer for all you combo oily skin girls: add a lot more powder and then go around your setting spray, and it will kind of make it dewy and last longer. I still have my Chelsea Charlotte Tilbury, so I add a lot more powder and then I go back in with that spray, and it really just balances so well. So next we have mascara. I'm gonna of course curl my lashes. Now I've talked about these recently in my summer favourites. These are the Essence mascaras, incredible, 10 out of 10 recommend them, and I've been using these ever since I come back. This is the Lash Princess in Waterproof in blue, and this is the Call Me Queen Dramatic False Lash Effect mascara. Love them both, but I still love Mara Fire, and she was still in my makeup case. This is an incredible mascara. I do really love this, but I've honestly just been using these since I've come back, and they are so much cheaper. But yes, all of these are my top mascaras at the minute. And I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes and apply some mascara. My eyelashes are very, very determined to not be curled ever. They are usually pinned straight most of the time. However, these have really been helping with trying to fix that. I do perm my eyelashes every so often. However, I don't want to do it too much because obviously it's not great for eyelashes. So yes, I've been trying to find mascaras that actually work with my eyelashes instead of work against them. I'm gonna go in with this one today, the Call Me Queen, and just apply that to my lashes. I want to apply a thin coat, nothing too much, just cover the lashes. Now, probably the reason my makeup kit is so full is because the amount of lip products I have, but I am a lip product girl. I love lip product. They are just my all-time favourite. So I'm going to start with the lip liners and then talk you through the rest of what I've got. For lip liners, I've got 4. 2 of them are, of course, my Rare Beauty lip liners. One is in the shade Fun and the other is in the shade Gifted. I love both of these. I love these lip liners. 10 out of 10 recommend them. I use them all the time. And then I have, of course, Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk. This is not the medium one. This is just the normal one. I do like using this one, but I do prefer medium more. And then I have my NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil in Natural. I love this. You can't go wrong with these lip liners. It's such a classic lip liner from when I was younger, and I've just fallen back in love with it. There also is another natural one that I want to try. I think it's Natural Peach or Natural Beige or something. It's a different natural, slightly deeper. I think it's similar to like Pillow Talk number 2, but yes, I do want to try that out. So today I'm going to be going in with Gifted on the outside, and then I'm gonna fill in with the NYX one and mix these 2 together. So I'm gonna line the outside with Gifted. Make sure you apply a lip balm or a lip treatment or something before. I usually use my P. Louise one or my Laneige, just to add a little bit of moisture before I do my makeup, so it's a little bit easier to add the product. Then I'm gonna get in with my NYX one on the inside and blend that together. So next I'm going to talk you through the light gloss and lip oils. I've got the Summer Fridays one in Rosewood Night. This is their June's lip oil. It's a really lovely brown shade. This is more of a winter autumn shade, along with my Naturians Photo Glow Lip Balm in Chai. Again, I reach these every so often, but not so much in the summer. Then I have Rhodes Toast and this P. Louise Vanilla Lip Balm. For plumping glosses, I've got my Tarte Marajuka in Primrose. I've got my Stila Honey Plumping Lip Glaze. I've got my Buxom Full On Plumping Lip Cream in Dolly, and then I've got the Charlotte Tilbury Big Lip Plumpgasm in Medium Deep. Me and my camera have been fighting this whole video, so if it has changed a little bit between clips, that is why. We have just not been saying eye to eye. But these two are the MAC Lip Glaze in Spite. Again, you could argue this is more autumn or winter shade, but I love it. I've been using it a fair amount recently. And then I also have this Morphe Drip Glaze in this shade Polished Peach, which is the one I'm going to be using today. I absolutely love this on top of these lip liners. I just think it gives you the perfect lip for summer. It's such a lovely shade, and they're quite opaque, these glosses. But honestly, the formula is so creamy, it's so buttery, and I'm obsessed. I love obviously all those lip products because they are all in my everyday makeup reaches, but as you can tell, I am a lip product girl. I have so many in my bag, and this just gives you the perfect colour. It blends in so lovely with the lip liner as well, and obviously the more you apply, the more colour payoff you get. Before I like to set my face, I just go in with a touch more powder under my eyes, just to make sure everything is matte and set. If you're new to my channel, you wouldn't have heard me talk about this spray before, but if you're not, you know that I'm obsessed with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It's the best setting spray I've ever tried. I'm obsessed with it. I could not do my makeup without it. She is just amazing. However, she is dewy, so that is why I tend to put on a little bit more powder, because this sort of brings out the dewiness to my skin, but it also makes your makeup stay on all day. And we're gonna finish our makeup off with this. Now onto the last two things on my makeup bag. They are both eyeliners. So this is the classic Eye Power pencil from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's just a brown kohl pencil. It's quite a deep brown, almost black. And then I have a liquid liner. This again is in brown, forest brown to be exact. This is the Maybelline New York Hyper Precise All Day Liner, and it just looks like that. It has a really precise tip, and I absolutely love this one too. If I'm wearing eyeliner, which really isn't that often to be honest, these are the two that I reach for, and that's why I put them in my makeup bag. So somehow I have actually made it all fit back in my makeup bag, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. But this is the finished look. So this is my finished everyday summer makeup and what is inside my makeup bag. So I wanted to sort of show you what's in my makeup bag, but also do my makeup with the product so you can see the everyday look I'm doing at the moment and have been doing it for the summer. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe to see more content from me, and let me know in the comments if there is any videos that you guys want to see next. Bye!